He's a fat old warlock. That's what Fireball just said. Whoa, we're actually live on YouTube. It's happening.
Oh.
How's it going, guys? You guys are going to have to let me know how the sound and everything is, because it's a bit of a test. A bit of a test to see if I don't blow my computer up or destroy anything else, because that tends to be the case whenever I do this. The stream has started. What's up, everyone? Ooh. I got an interesting cryptic dragon right here. It's got Firefly, explosive rounds, brace frame. It's got take a knee, red.oes. Kind of excited about it. So how's it going, everyone? 46 people in here. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. I never stream to YouTube, so this is a bit different. But I wanted to talk about some Destiny 2 stuff. You guys will have to let me know, like I said. Oh, things are sounding good. Cheers, Deathmarch. I appreciate it, dude. Is God roll? No. Not necessarily, but it's something to play around with. But yeah, we're gonna jump in. Firebolt has like climbed the mountain, I think. I can't see him. He was all excited about it. He was like, can we climb the mountain and start the stream and then jump down off the mountain? I was like, I can't be bothered to climb up. So we're gonna watch him throw himself off. Just to give him a little moment right here. And then we're gonna talk about Destiny 2. Come on then, Fire.
I just got a dormant Siva cluster. Whoop whoop.
I can't see it. It's gonna end. Oh, see you later. But yeah, we're gonna jump in. Oh, I'm not the fire team leader. You're the leader. We're gonna do the Nightfall and talk a little bit about Destiny 2, man, because Destiny 2 hype right now is legit pretty crazy. So if you guys want to ask me like anything about Destiny 2 or just, you know, whatever you're thinking about anything in particular, then absolutely go for it. I would be curious to see what you're talking about. My day's been good, Shadow Wolf. Cheers, dude. Hope you guys are all doing well. What is the best weapons for Crucible? Pulse rifles and hand cannons. PDX, Soros PDX, that's one of my favorites right now. I did get some nice Hopscotch Pilgrim gameplay. I've got a pretty interesting Hopscotch Pilgrim I want to talk about this week as well.
You always want to talk about it, man.
What's with the set of perks on the bottom needing exotic shards? So I guess you're talking about the weapons or the subclasses, right? Like you have to earn some stuff in Destiny 2 to unlock certain bits of the subclass, like whether you go for like one set of abilities or another. Yeah, we don't really know what those materials are or how you get them, but there's a ton of new exploration stuff, like the patrol stuff and things like that. So I'm sure they'll add some grind element to it. But this Nightfall is going to be pretty interesting because we've got Arc Burn and Small Arms. So we finally get some OP modifiers for Chaos Dogma, so that's going to be interesting. What do I use to capture footage? I use Elgato, man. I've got a HD 60 Pro, which is like, that goes straight in your PC. And that's really nice. I've never used Ava Media stuff. About the new swords stance thing. I'm excited about swords in general for Destiny 2. Like, swords are just, they're so much fun to use. I really want the broadsword, dude. That, like, broadsword you get. There's like a clip of a Titan using it in PvP. That thing looks absolutely insane. But as far as the sword stance, do you mean like actual like characters, how they hold them? Because there are like a bunch of different animations as well from what we've seen for like how characters actually hold the swords and run with them and stuff, so that's gonna be pretty awesome to see. I'm getting used to this YouTube chat, because like if you scroll up it kind of stays where you are and then like more messages come underneath. It's kind of hard to actually track. The graphics for Destiny 2 are a bit cartoony, Sky. I kind of get what you mean a little bit. Like, I don't necessarily think so, like as far as the actual, like, the game in general, but the Crucible maps look a little bit differently. The Crucible maps remind me, like, of Overwatch quite a lot. Trials of the Nine, dude. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So, what this comes back to... Hi from Calais. Cheers, Ethan. How's it going, man? Am I going to do face cam? I'm not doing face cam right now. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with all of your chat. I need to sort my lighting and stuff out in this room, because otherwise my face cam's just going to be bad. But I am going to do a vlog pretty soon, because I just hit 55k on YouTube as well, which is crazy. So we got stuff to talk about, man. We'll be doing a face cam vlog pretty soon, so I'll keep you updated on that. But the Trials of the Nine thing for Destiny 2, so there was a leak, someone posted, I think it was like a day or even maybe a few hours before the reveal for Destiny 2, and they mentioned this Trials of the Nine being a replacement for Trials of Osiris in Destiny 2, and I mean, that could have been anyone's guess at the time, but they also spoke about like the 4v4 PvP, the elimination style mode, slot A for primary weapons, slot B for the like elemental weapons, and then the power weapons and all of that stuff. So they basically called out like a ton of stuff, and they also spoke about the Trials of the Nine, and all we know is that apparently it is a replacement, so not sure how that's going to work. Also, Luke Smith, when he spoke about it, he said that like he couldn't see Destiny 2 not having a Trials-like experience, so he said Trials-like experience, so it's similar, but presumably it isn't Trials of Osiris. Maybe that opens up more that they can do in the Osiris expansion and stuff like that, because they also confirmed that Trials isn't tied to that expansion, so it'll come into the game at some point. Right, I'm going to try and catch up with all of your chat. Wow, the chat's crazy, man. Thanks for dropping by, guys. That's awesome. 16k damage, Chaos Dogma for the boss. That's insane. What am I personally prepping for when it comes to Destiny 2? Well, mostly it is for, like, you know, YouTube stuff, videos, and being able to cover everything. But what I'm most excited for, I mean, like, I want the story. Like, you know, the story looks really cool. I'm hoping we get loads of backstory and cinematics, like, you know, like the trailer we saw for Zavala at the very beginning, you see Amanda Holiday in there and stuff. Like, that stuff is super cool, because it's kind of like, it's the stuff that was always hinted at in Destiny 1, like part of... Firebolt is actually carrying me through this, I'm just talking. It's all of the stuff that was hinted in Destiny 1, but we never really got, you know, like a lot of the lore and stuff, so... hopefully the cinematics will be good, but also exploration, man. I'm hoping lost sectors and these dungeons and just patrol in general. Good. Yeah, that has a lot of potential to be awesome. And the new places look insane as well, like Nessus and Io. They look absolutely awesome, man. So I'm hyped about that. Tony Hayward, how many raids can we expect? That's kind of a mystery. Like, I mean, as far as the whole life cycle of the game, but we'll definitely get the one raid when it launches. I'll be surprised if we got more than one, like in the vanilla game. But it could be a thing. I mean, Bungie are pushing the new matchmaking tools and stuff like that, like the clan system. And they're also, you know, it's a new flavor for the game, so it could be something that they consider doing. But we'll definitely get one at launch, and I would think more significant raids in expansions. Hopefully they'll manage it a little bit better than in year one as well. But the fact that we know there's 2 expansions coming, that's pretty awesome news.
I just did 7 orbs.
Do you think that's pretty gangster, dude. Do you think exploring the new worlds in Destiny 2 will be beneficial for our Guardians' progress in the game or not? So basically these new 10-15 minute adventures on patrols and lost sectors. Yeah, I'm really hopeful that they will. I mean, Bungie have kind of like... I mean, Patrol was somewhat interesting when Destiny came out because, you know, we didn't really know the worlds and stuff, but it quickly got kind of tiring, and then they did kind of take advantage of patrol spaces in quests a lot more in the Taken King and in Rise of Iron. Even though the patrol element did kind of grow tiring eventually, it was a little bit better, like the questification, the bounties that you can do. So I'm guessing that they'll give us, you know, a good reason to actually do that stuff. That's why I'm kind of thinking, you know, like leveling up the subclasses and stuff, like the shards we were talking about. I think there's some potential for them to be like, you know, free roam type things that you have to collect. So that'd be pretty awesome. Maybe if they actually will come from lost sectors, that would be a really nice way to at least put them into like the base game. Am I going to switch to PC with Destiny 2? I won't switch, so to speak. I'll definitely play it on PC. I doubt that I'm going to main it on PC because just my friends are on Xbox, so it's one of them. I'm kind of sticking to the platform where my friends are. I would pretty happily go to PC otherwise. But like the frame rate issue and stuff isn't a huge problem for me personally, like as far as, you know, like most of the content in Destiny goes. PvP, I think, is where there really is like an issue with being at 30 FPS. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out competitively as well, because you're going to have, I mean, PC is going to be a big part of the competitive game for Destiny, so, and especially the fact that they can play at higher frame rates. I mean, it's kind of expected now, you know. People play at higher than 60 FPS in actual tournaments at this point, and it is better for competitive gaming. It isn't necessarily better, you know, that's kind of just a preference in general, but for competitive gaming there is a clear like benefit in having higher frame rates. So do we know how often power ammo drops in Destiny 2? Oh lord, I'm getting wrecked. I believe in PvP, like it's something like 30 seconds into every round in that elimination mode is when you will get the power ammo dropped. So that shouldn't be too bad, although I believe only one person can pick it up at a time. So if you open the box, you get it, but not everyone gets it. So that's going to be very interesting. But as far as PvE goes, from watching the Strike gameplay and everything, it seems like it's dropping, you know, fairly regularly, kind of like it does now in PvE, like Heavy or Special does right now. So hopefully that'll be cool. Daz Griff, how's it going, man? Am I going to do a live stream when the game launches, story and stuff like that? Yes, dude. I'm really hoping that I'll be able to do that. That's kind of why I want to get stuff set up now and test it and everything. I'm messing around with like a dual PC setup as well for streaming and recording the PC gameplay. Because that will be, wow, 255 rounds. That'll make things a lot easier if I want to stream any PC stuff. But yeah, definitely. I want to do a bit of streaming to YouTube. Thoughts on the fact that there are way less options and customization inside of the subclass? I think it kind of works two ways. Like, in a way there are less, you know, like individual choices that you can make, but at the same time, because they've introduced the new abilities, like they make it a little bit more interesting. I think it's a balance thing. I'm really just gonna wait and see. Oh, let's see about this Chaos Dogma then. I'm really gonna just wait and see like how it feels when it comes out. I don't want to jump to too many conclusions, because as well as the fun factor, obviously, wow, this does so much damage. There is balance and everything, and I feel like they want to try and make the game easier to balance across different types of content and stuff. I'll try and catch up with your comments in a second, guys. I'm just trying to be remotely... Oh, yes, not dead. Oh, he's got self-res.
Shanks are pretty evil.
Yeah, I know, I completely forgot. I was I was going to go to Defender for this. Do you keep anything from Destiny 1 when you start in Destiny 2? As far as we know, you won't be keeping anything when you go into Destiny 2. That's as far as we know. Why YouTube and not Twitch? I'm just experimenting. I have streamed a little bit to Twitch before. Not a ton, but I just want to see how it goes on YouTube, you know? A lot of you guys are here on YouTube, so I just thought it would be interesting. Also, as far as sound goes, I'm sorry if there's any noise. I'm trying to render like some other footage on my laptop right now, and it's a little bit noisy. I don't know whether you can actually hear it, but we'll see. Am I okay with a sniper as a power weapon? I guess. I mean, I see how it does kind of make... it reduces variety a little bit, and it definitely makes, like... Snipers are more situational, you know, it's not like you'll always be able to go get awesome clips. Oh no, this is bad. Save me, Suncharge! It's just gonna be a totally different pace, man. It's one of those, like, to a degree. Why am I throwing hammers at the ogre? To a degree, like, we just gotta kind of accept that things will change a little bit and see how it works out when it comes to it. I mean, I kind of have that attitude with Destiny now as well. Perhaps more than other people. You know, I'm fairly willing to see how things work out, but I completely understand, like, concerns. Naturally, it's going to be kind of challenging when it comes to the sequel, you know. Good morning, SPS. Yeah, no self-res on the Dawn geezer. Oh, fire, I'm dead. Okay, Defender Titans happening. But yeah, no self-res, that's going to change things up. That's pretty huge for, well, everything. PvE, PvP stuff. Do I think they will ever roll out a 4th subclass, or are we ever stuck with 3? They might do it. Oh, you self-rest again. I'm sorry.
Can we get a Ripperoni in the chat, guys? Ripperoni?
Ripperoni. I know, look at the carry. 48 kills to 111. We might get more subclasses, but I believe as well, according to the same leak as the guy who spoke about the trials of the 9, we are getting Stormcaller, Voidwalker, and Sunbreaker, Nightstalker. All of that stuff is coming in Destiny 2. Whether that's true, we'll have to wait and see. Is it confirmed that Defender, Sunsinger, and Blade Dancer are being removed? Kind of, yeah. The Defender, Sunsinger, like they've been switched up. So you've got the new Titan, the Captain America Titan is basically the Defender equivalent. The Arc Strider is basically your Blade Dancer equivalent and stuff like that. So then, not necessarily removed, but completely reworked. Based on a similar idea, but reworked. No Defender, it's for the it's for all the terrible shanks, man. Right, I'm gonna have to be more helpful to Firebolt and actually help him kill this boss now. We can get this done, otherwise we're gonna be stuck here forever. Alright, I'm gonna bubble here, dude. I'll just try and get some of these unreasonable shanks out of the way.
Making a world of difference. Let me.
Oh, there's an ogre attached to my head.
Mad. He's mad.
When isn't he mad? I'm dead. I'm so sorry. When isn't he mad? Empowering Rift works the same way as Weapons of Light. Yeah, essentially, as far as I understand. If you're inside of the, like in the radius of it, or its aura, as another player, you also get the buff, so it's going to be pretty cool. You can't hear any background noises sounding crispy. That's good to know, man. Cheers. Ripperoni! Ooh. Samuel, give us the Ripperoni. Okay, maybe we should just focus. We should just focus our damage. Yeah, that's correct, dude. Blade Dancer isn't that different from Arc Strider. They're pretty similar. Samuel Santos, yes, you can friend me, dude. I try and play with people as much as I can. According to the Grimoire, Eris left the tower in search of answers. That sounds interesting. Plus, it's a good way to get Eris out of the way for a couple of months and then be like, so, we got this new DLC, right? But yeah, that's cool by me, man. Because of the abilities, with the new abilities for Warlock, do I think Titans and Hunters are going to be less viable in raids? It seems like 6 Warlocks would be OP. Possibly, but I mean, of course, we haven't seen all of the subclasses yet, like in action. So like Sentinel could be like crazy good. We just don't know. But the balance of the game looks like it's been changed up, you know, quite a bit. And at the same time as like we see things now that don't necessarily look as strong or as effective as they would in Destiny 2, you got to remember that they're also going to be changing like the difficulty of content and, you know, the way you do damage in PvE and stuff like that, the encounters, the amounts of enemies, the mechanics, all of that stuff. The balance is, you know, way more than just the weapons and the abilities of Guardians kind of thing. Oh, I thought I could scoot around him. Save us, Firebolt! Am I going to play PC or console? I'll play both, man. Mainly console, probably. PC a little bit for... I don't have a revive timer, Fire. I don't know when I actually can revive. Watch to your right, left, sorry. You sure she'll be back with the SRS DLC, Sky?
How long have I been muted?
I don't know. No!
Oh, man.
Okay, maybe we do need a third if I'm going to be looking at chat as opposed to being useful. If we wipe this time, we'll get a third, or we'll get a third for the next one. Too bad our main Titan for raid, it won't be that useful anymore. I think we've still got a lot to see, man. I mean, if Sunbreakers, yeah, if Sunbreakers are going to be coming back, which according to the leak, the same leak that told us about the 9 thing, then I mean, you know, Sunbreakers are likely to be somewhat similar to the Dawnbreaker as well. So it's like, we just gotta wait and see, really. I'm hoping Sentinel will be super strong as well. But like, change is kind of scary. You know, there's certain things that we know are like super fun and we don't want to lose those things.
Bubble.
If I could actually hit his head. Oh, okay, sorry. Now we got an angry ogre in here. No, no. Look at this. This is cruelty. Mr. Brockles, can you join? Sure, dude. If you're on Xbox. Looks like we're probably gonna get wrecked here in a second anyway. I'm trying. It's kind of funny as well, like, I've played, I'm probably the least Destiny 1 that I've played, you know, in maybe 3 years, like over the past week or so, just because we've been dealing with Destiny 2 information. I'm totally dead fire. I have a bubble. I know, I keep forgetting we're on Daybreak. My head is somewhere else. My head's in, like, talk about Destiny mode. Ogres of meanness.
Oh man,
so
you will
chaotic.
not leave me alone.
You got a...
I don't have
Dude, what? Is he, like, ultra crazy?
He won't get off my butt, dude. He's into me. He was just, like, pushing me around.
He seems to be. Where is Ogre? I know, he is pushing us around. We've got a moment of intense focus here, guys. A moment of it's like Trials of Osiris and just running around in circles. No! Dude! Wow, that is insane. Oh, you're not on Xbox. About 6 ducks if you're on Xbox. Let me check. Do I already have a message? Okay, I don't have a message. First person to message me on Xbox can join. Hold up, fire. Come back! You can jump back. You can do it. First person to message on Xbox can join, man.
You get to carry us through.
Just use the cheese spot. I know there is a cheese spot in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
That is right, Sky. The amount of gameplay that we got of Sentinel, it isn't enough for us to know how it's actually going to work. Oh no, that ogre dude. Lynx. My voice was made for YouTube. That's super kind, man. That is super kind. I never really thought about it that way. I guess it kind of just happened. But yeah, I am really excited for Destiny 2. I think Crucible's going to be a very different experience. Like, if you look at the map design, the fact we've got 4v4, the pace and everything, like, weapons have been switched up. Ah, we got a message. Weapons have been switched up and everything like that, so I think it's going to be a different experience. And four-man trials is going to be totally different as well. Alright, Ginger Ninja, looks like you're joining us for a Nightfall, man. Because we're too scrubby to actually complete it ourselves. Invite to party. I'm using the Xbox app on PC and it is super slow. There we go. Hopefully you'll get that, man. Did you know that you can kill the ogre after killing the boss? Yes, I have seen that before. You get like a bunch of points for it as well, don't you? We've only got 9 minutes left, man. If you can drop Ginger an invite to Gamefire, that'd be awesome. Is there a confirmed date for the beta? No, the Destiny 2 beta doesn't have a date just yet. It's likely to be July, like, anyway. But people are speculating that it will be July the 17th or July the 7th, which is Bungie Day, because of the little Easter egg in the trailer that we saw. So it's very likely early July, but it could be any time throughout July. I mean, I feel like they would rather get it earlier rather than later, because there is a lot to test here. I mean, I would be shocked if there weren't some real bugs.
Ooh,
my Xbox name is xHOUNDISHx. Brains Gaming, how's it going, man? Lynx, you bought my shirt, by the way. It fits really nice. Not cheap. Cheers, dude. I'm glad you like it, man. That's absolutely awesome. I appreciate it. But yeah, 17th of July is sounding pretty likely right now for the beta. Do I think the changes to PvE are good or bad? Well, it's pretty minimal what we're seeing for Destiny 2 so far. I mean, we've seen like the strike gameplay. It looks like weapon damage and stuff like that is lower, like in general. They've just kind of brought the same pace, or a similar pace in a similar way that they've done the Crucible. Are you just wiping? I'm just going to pick Ginger Ninja up.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, I'd be interested. How's it going, Ginger?
Good.
I never claimed to be a smart man.
Didn't they say the beta would be July 18th? No, they haven't. Bungie haven't said a word on it, as far as I know. Yeah, the game will take some getting used to with the new weapon slots and stuff. Definitely. It's just a different pace, you know. Things will feel a little bit different, but hopefully it works out. I mean, Bungie do have a lot of data and feedback. Most of what they've done has served, like, in the long run to improve things, you know. And you have to be careful when you say that, because, you know, like, Destiny players, we like our stuff done properly, you know. But I think Bungie have done a good job. I think they've, on the most part, they have. And you got to remember as well, like, the team that are working on Destiny 2 are, like, some of the real, you know, high talent, or the people that have done the, you know, the most successful content in the past, or, you know, like, have worked on the biggest and most important stuff. So I'm feeling good about it, man. I trust the guys that are working on it a lot. That's not to say it isn't ambitious, though, because that's one of my key things about Destiny as a console game, is, like, Destiny 2 looks insanely ambitious. Wow, I'm gonna die to these shanks again. Oh!
They're being so mean to me.
Please, please, Bubble.
Bubble, bubble, bubble.
I already have. But Ogre's gone insane. Is this... Why is he so crazy?
He's just being a meanie head, man.
We just gotta get shots on Kovic, man. Alright, he's on me. Just try and do some damage to the nasty man. Beta comes out 9 days before your birthday. It's like a birthday gift. That's awesome, dude. I cannot wait to play the Destiny 2 beta. Just, thank you, legend. Look at the heavy carry.
Oh, I got 5,000 points.
I'm gonna open this just because
What a score.
I don't have. Ooh, Anathema Cannon Mark. I was trying to remember that name in my reset video yesterday. It didn't work out. I said the Sievery Titany thing. Keeping up with the chat, man.
So, what are we doing now?
We can run another nightfall real quick if you want. Another quickie.
We'll
this
hop
time.
in, do some patrols.
Yeah, or we could just go do that. I need to actually do patrols. Speaking of exploration, I don't think we'll find any lost sectors, but...
Let's go hunt for some anyway.
Really fun.
Yeah, they do.
Like, random, just like a boss kill in patrol is. So
Do I
much
record
better than
Xbox party audio, or is it in game? Because I can't get party audio recorded. I use the Xbox Party app, and then I can record my desktop audio in OBS or something. Recording party chat is generally pretty difficult. It's an awkward one all the time. Hope the beta is on a weekend. It'll almost certainly be on a weekend. Or it will, you know, include a weekend for sure. I hope the change to 4v4 PvP makes it more competitive. I think that's what it's for, man. I think that's one of the big reasons it's happening. If you look at the map design as well, like, from what we've seen, I mean, we've only seen one Crucible map, but it's very clean. This is what I was saying, like, it looks a little bit Overwatchy, you know, but the spaces are different. Like, there's kind of wider angles and kind of more there's less, it almost looks like less choke points, or more kind of very, you know, if there's a lot of choke points somewhere, it's there for a reason, you know, around an objective. Gonna be interesting. Balls Gaming, love the channel. Cheers, man. I appreciate that. You've never gotten the Titan mark. I hope you get it, man. Right, so this thing that I gotta do, this quest, this is the Age of Triumph quest, and just because I need to, oh, just 3 patrols in it every place. All right then. That'll be fun.
Let's do it.
I feel like 4v4 elimination is too... What am I... I'm picking up spin metal. 4v4 elimination is too chaotic. Potentially. What's the biggest change I noticed at the reveal? That is a difficult one. I mean, honestly, like, the main things I was looking out for, you know, was like, how does the gameplay, like, translate? Is it, like, Destiny? Which it is. Like, it definitely looks like Destiny. But also, like, the graphics and stuff. Like, the game does look, you know, it looks a little bit better than it did. Like, they've definitely bumped it up a notch. And just the exploration, the new worlds, like, that gets me the most excited, honestly. Because as well as, like, the fact that, you know, it's not like the worlds are just there, you know? Like, we kind of think about it like that now with Destiny 1, because we think of Patrol and there isn't really, it doesn't feel that exciting or anything. But with Destiny 2, like, everything we do is going to be inside of those new spaces, you know? So, like, they are super important. And I think they look absolutely insane, man. They look pretty awesome.
Which one do we want to do? That one is... Okay.
4v4 makes it more easier for the whole match. I think I'm kind of excited about it as far as like general Crucible, but hopefully like we'll get something. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll get like Control or Clash type game mode. Enemy scouted. We gotta go over there. But yeah, I want to see some of the like free playing modes a little bit more for Destiny 2 in PvP. Like an elimination mode, I almost feel like wasn't necessarily the best thing to show, but I guess they just want to showcase it because, you know, Trials is going to be inside of that mode. A lot of competitive play in general could happen there. Chris Player, hi Hanish, love your channel. Cheers, man. That's super kind. If the Guardians lose their light, then why do all of them still have ghosts and can revive? That's an interesting one, because like the Traveler made the ghosts and kind of put some of its power into the ghosts, so we don't know like necessarily if, because the Traveler is destroyed or in whatever kind of peril, we don't know how that necessarily affects the ghosts and whether they can function at the time. I'm sure there will be like plenty of story explanations for it. I'm hoping so. Guy, gotta go, see you later. Take it easy. You have been noticed by Senpai. Senpai. I'm a scrub lord. Good to speak to you, Sky. You don't think they're gonna get rid of the Defender because they used it in the trailer in the first mission? Who knows? I mean, to me, like, the Sentinel embodies a lot of the stuff about the Defender Titan. So like I kind of feel like that is, you know, along with like Arc Strider, those are just the replacements, like, or the updated versions. But that's not to say that they won't be there or that they won't come back. I would be surprised as well if we don't see some kind of major content for Destiny 2, which is like, you know, from Destiny 1, whether we got like a location again or something like that. I feel like at some point they're going to play that card. Because, you know, nostalgia is definitely there. And I think it would go down pretty well. As long as it was timed right. It would have to be later on in the game. Am I a weeb? Do I watch anime? I don't watch a lot of anime, actually. Don't have a problem with anime, I just don't watch a lot of anime. Sentinel works like a VOG relic. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does a little bit. That would be cool. You can, like, hold it up and block damage with it and stuff. Sounds like it could totally be a thing. The other thing to remember as well is, like, they'll have their own, like, specific... I don't know whether the ability is, like, this shield that the Striker Titan can get. I don't know whether that, like, is for all Titan subclasses or whether it's just for the Striker. I'm not entirely sure
Pretty sure, like, the Hunter Shade step, Warlock healing field and the Titan shield are all...
Right, yeah, so it's a generic, like, ability. Can we go somewhere else? I gotta go do patrols somewhere else. Oh, it is me. Oh, yeah, I forgot you promoted me. But yeah, if Sentinel worked like a VOG relic as well and you could block with it, that would be awesome.
I don't know if you saw, but in the gameplay in PvP, there was a thing in the bottom right corner, like revive tokens.
Yeah, revive tokens. That's gonna be an interesting one. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I think there'll probably be like a certain mode, you know, where you have to have them to be revived. Maybe it's the trials thing, or maybe I don't know if it's actually baked, or was that baked into the modes they were already playing, the countdown mode.
Yeah, I think it was baked in. I think that they can only get one revive. When you revive somebody, it costs a token. When you get revived, it costs a token for your team or whatever. So
that's interesting, man.
I think the most you can get is like 2 revives or something, like per team or something like that.
See, tokens like
I don't know,
could play a really interesting part in, like, you know, really competitive modes, maybe trials and stuff. I just really hope there are some good, you know, just free flowing modes as well for PvP. I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
It kind of
it's just an interesting selection. It's interesting to show elimination.
Halo type thing, and have 4v4 focus modes, and then have some like massive mayhem modes, or like 8.
That would be insane. Yeah, man. Alright, take it easy, Mike. Cheers for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it. I love actually hearing my comments read out and answered. Feels good, man. Nice. I'm glad you like it. So stream and everything working out good for everyone? I've never streamed to YouTube, so I want to make sure it's doing all the things properly.
Boston sucks. We gotta kill Shanks.
Dark Drinker Warlock, Hammers mixed with Boltcaster, Titan Vargorelic, Titan Striker with Crotosword. Dude, that'd be awesome. Swivel turrets. Ah, these come off the Shanky Mans, don't they? I remember something about Patrol, man.
Hey, updating holiday. Well done.
Wow, I gotta catch up with this chat. It's so strange how it, like, when you're scrolling through chat, it like pauses where you're looking on YouTube. The way it does it is just bizarre. Rod, what's up, dude? How's it going? I appreciate the kind words, man.
We need your help, Guardians.
It's working heaps good. Nice. You guys are awesome, man. I'm spending more time looking at my other monitor than actually playing the game right now. You guys will have to excuse my not so exciting gameplay. What's up, Slick? How's it going?
But
Bungie dropped the ball if
I'm
not adding
that.
dedicated servers. Yeah, that's
I'm really sad about that. Oh,
yeah, it is a shame. At this
especially
point,
for PC.
yes,
Like,
yeah.
On PC, it's still player to player, but they've gone with Blizzard. I'm pretty sure Blizzard could have got them some servers.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah, the game's licensed by Activision, so they could have used Activision servers as well.
That's it, dude. I don't know how much of it is like architectural, you know, like they had to stick, you know, like it was because it is a port essentially, so I don't know how much. Possibly there's some stuff that would have been not impossible to do, but it's always a matter of like how much money and time you've got, I guess. But yeah, either way, it's very disappointing. I honestly think, like, in general, we need, like, to get away from these issues, it's gonna have to be like a fresh build for considerably more powerful consoles, you know, like the next generation, like Scorpio, and probably the whatever happens after, or the next PlayStation as well. Because I mean, PS Pro isn't really designed to do what Scorpio is designed to do, like it never was.
No, Scorpio's
so there is a marginal difference there.
Natively run 4K at 60, and the PlayStation Pro is doing it through software.
Yeah, it's upscaled. That's it. So it's really an interesting time because as frustrating as all of it is, it's part of the problem with having a game as ambitious as this, you know, where you also have to, like, you've only got so long that you can't produce content for, right? So like they've got to get the sequel to happen at some point, so naturally, like, you're gonna have to get your systems and everything in check, and then actually building the content. The timeline there must be a nightmare to work with.
Yeah. I think heard somewhere that they've been working on Destiny 2 since like November of 2015.
Yeah, wow. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Probably longer. I mean, we know like some assets for Destiny 2 have existed for, or have been like in production for a long time. Like the European Dead Zone, they say about how it's the biggest space they've built. But that's like, there's gameplay of the European Dead Zone in trailers from like 2013. So like we know they're probably building on top of much older stuff. PC community does not like P2P. That's absolutely right, man. Love your videos, xHOUNDISHx. Cheers, man. Do I think we'll get Iron Banner in Destiny 2? Yeah, definitely. It looks like it. I saw in Unknown Player's video earlier this morning. There was one of the clips with the sword with the like katana. When you look closely, they are wearing what looks like Iron Banner armor, so that's going to be pretty cool. So it looks like we will get it at some point. I was freaking out when we got the when you saw Lord Saladin in the Zavala trailer towards the end of that, when they're fighting in the city, and you've got Saladin with Zavala and Shaxx. That was just awesome. Proper nerd out.
Shaxx had a raised lighter on his back.
Yes, yeah, dude, in that one clip. And that the raised lighter thing from, was it Mega Bloks? Lord Shaxx wields his razor lighter against a Cabal something or other. Man, so many leaks from Destiny 2 that just sounded like, yeah, could really go either way. It's surprising how much stuff has actually been like bang on. Relatively speaking, nearly everything, right? Pretty much. Or nearly anything that looked credible in the first place.
Maybe someday it will be again.
Look at what happened yesterday with the servers. I know, man. I know. I mean, the least we can hope for with Destiny 2 is that they've improved the peer-to-peer system considerably. And I think that they're almost certainly going to spend some time on it, because they know they've got to make a game live for 2 or 3 years, probably, after that drops. So it better be, you know, improved. Also, like 4v4, I feel like doing that for PvP is part of that process of trying to improve it. But yeah, Destiny doesn't have great P2P. It also seems to like break down easily. You know, like they'll do an update and they'll kind of get into a good place. Like they'll get Crucible matchmaking into a good place, and then it all sort of slips over time. I don't know whether it's just the player base changing and things like that, or some other technical reason that things seem to deteriorate, but it's one of those, man. We'll have to see what happens. Battle.net possibly dedicated servers. I mean, we haven't officially learned absolutely everything yet. It's possible. But it also may be, you know, there are like a few issues here with like different platforms for Destiny 2. Like, you know, so they're not going to allow, or they can't get Destiny 2 to run at 60 FPS, 4K, upscaled on PlayStation 4. But, you know, from what we know about the hardware with Scorpio, that's likely very possible. But I just don't see them doing it, you know? I don't think they would. It's kind of problematic to say, hey, here's Scorpio version. It can run at 60 FPS, even if that was a thing. And then, like, have PlayStation, unless PlayStation plan to have another console out very soon that can do it. You know, PlayStation's kind of the, it's the flagship console for Destiny, isn't it? It could barely have a different console outperforming it. That would just be bad in every respect. And I think
one thing PlayStation won't be able to do is, on their like advertising for the PS Pro, they put down on the says like the world's most powerful console. That's one thing they're not going to be able to do anymore.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's kind of the point we're at either way. Like the expectation, what people expect to see in games right now, and then the console generation that we're on. It's a bit of a problem. because we essentially don't have powerful enough consoles for what most people want. In most cases, I mean, very well optimized games can run well in 60 frames, but you know, Destiny's huge. It's kind of an issue.
But yeah, I think honestly most people don't care about 60. I think most people are okay with 30.
Yeah.
It really isn't that many people that give too many craps about it. Like, they're content.
What's up,
they
Jake?
really
How's it going,
can't
dude?
notice that they give a difference or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, sure there is a difference and stuff, but it doesn't matter to most casual players and stuff.
I'm
No.
a mainly PC player, and
Right.
coming onto Xbox after I've been on PC for a while, it feels so strange.
Yeah,
Everything
dude.
just seems really jittery.
That's it. I play a bit on PC, and whenever I've gone through like, you know, longer periods of time playing on PC and then go over to Xbox again, especially like Destiny, it's like, oh wow, I have to adjust for a while. It'd be cool to dual wield a sword. That would be insane. I'm just killing Taken now. We need to kill like one Shank and then the Taken up here.
I think we need to kill
This
like
is
two
just
Shank.
rude. Two Shank.
Two Shank. Is it Shanks or Shank? What is the plural?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, I'm definitely curious about Trials of the Nine, because I'm ready for a refresh on Trials of Osiris for sure. Like a real
This was a
refresh.
terrible day.
Like, I mean the game is gonna play differently, so there is that. But I think a lot of the systems, how it works, like, it just needs to be refreshed. I haven't necessarily got a bunch of insane ideas on how to do it, but something different's going to be nice. I also feel like they're going to make the experience a little bit more casual again with Trials of Osiris. Just from the way it sounds, like Luke Smith in the IGN interview spoke about they're adjusting the matchmaking settings to be much more about connection. The current plan is to completely remove win-based matchmaking from the Trials mode, so you won't be playing people on the same win. It would be, yeah, I think it would. I mean, I don't want to be like overly casual, but like I'm kind of a relatively casual player. I may play like a lot. I'm not strictly a bad player, but Trials has just became kind of not that fun for a number of reasons.
It became
I hope it
too
can
much
be.
of a chore and it was pretty grueling. At this point it is anyway.
Trials, Mayhem, Clash. That would switch things up for sure. That would be ridiculous. Shock cores, what do these come from? Oh, Fallen in general. So yeah, I feel like the Trials
3?
mode will be very interesting. That's gotta be 3. I'm leaving regardless.
Nice. It's
Yeah,
gonna be different. Like, there's gonna be less awesome moments where you get breakers and slayers and 7th call. I mean, you're never gonna get any of that. Like,
No.
those are some of the best moments in Destiny when you just get those long, like, just constant death streak and boom, boom, boom. You know.
I agree. I think
If
like
you
it
get a
will feel
triple,
different.
That's gonna be your highlight.
But it's also partly based around the pace of the game, isn't it? And like on what you expect, you know, like the game to look like. I mean, once everyone kind of adjusts to it, I feel like it'd be different. Like, you know, certain, like the way plays work out in PvP and stuff like that. It'll be different from the ground up. Like,
it's gonna be more tactical. And it's gonna
yeah,
be
so
more-
I guess it would
thought
there'll
and
just be a
effort.
different
It'll be a bit
factor
more like
to it.
Halo.
Yeah. I agree on
It's
that.
going from, it's taking away some of the Call of Duty like style stuff in here and making it more Halo-y.
Ooh, someone's in chat, vote map system. Voting for maps to play on Trials or something like that.
A map voting system would be really nice for Destiny.
Yeah, I hope they do that.
Bungie
That seems
have done
like
that before,
Obvious,
so-
please.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Do you think we'll hear more about
Cryptagon.
Alan or Yulan Tan, however you say that, the hunter? And it was him that had Shade Step. That's pretty interesting. I'm sure we're going to get a lot more lore and story from what we've seen so far, I'm really hoping, like, because of the cutscene with, well, the Zavala cutscene, and then the, like, you see that image of Shaxx with the raised lighter. I'm really hoping that is from the Shaxx, like, cutscene or cinematic or whatever. That would be really cool. It'd be really cool because, as well, you have to, like, you kind of have, like, a string of missions by the looks of things with, like, different people. So you go find Cade, Zavala, and Ikora in all of their different places doing whatever it is they're doing. So that's going to be really interesting as well. So it looks like a lot more is, there's going to be a lot more interesting stuff going on in the story. You hope the grenades were placeholders because of the damage, I guess. Yeah, they've definitely changed that.
Well, the fusion grenades aren't one-hit kills anymore.
Yes,
I'm okay with
sticky
that.
grenades don't one-hit kill.
I'm definitely okay with that.
I feel like I am okay with
How
that.
long the priming time was on those lightning grenades. Like, they stick on the wall and it takes like 2 seconds before they start doing damage.
The other thing to remember with, like, balance stuff, whether it's the weapons and what they look like and grenades and stuff, that stuff can change really quickly and a lot. So, like, just because it works a certain way now, it's so early, you know? Like, even though it's only, like, 3 months away or whatever, as far as, like, balance and, like, sandbox and fine-tuning, it's still early days. Like, the amount of stuff that Bungie actually have to do is incredible. Like, it's insane. So I guess, like, using data from the beta and everything, they'll be able to do a bit more fine-tuning and stuff. I would predict some of that stuff is going to change. You know, the values of, like, melee damage, grenade damage, abilities. It'll change a little bit.
I think one thing I'm really looking forward to.
Cheers for hanging out,
with
Victor.
beta
Take it easy, man.
Is finding bugs and exploiting them just to help them a bit more.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Yeah,
That would be
we can
good.
count on
More of a
Bungie
just
to
PC style
support the game a little
systems.
bit more than they did in Destiny 1, like the first year when there was like no changes or anything. Like,
Yeah.
that'll be nice. If there's any glaring issues, they'll fix it. You know, like we don't have to live with Thorn just being.
What's up,
a
Evans? How's it
nuisance
going?
Forever, not ever, of course, but long periods of time.
Yeah. As far as a ranking system, oh, that's a public event. Hype. Let's go get an engram. As far as a ranking system for, like, PvP ranked playlists and stuff, yes, I absolutely think that should be a thing. It would solve a lot of problems.
Kind of like a Overwatch style of.
Yeah, Overwatch style.
Ranks.
Exactly. That's precisely what is needed. I mean, like, if you look at the way the player base behaves, people track elo, they play trials, you know, and they want to play against good people so they can beat them and, you know, kind of bump all of those stats that aren't really supported in game, you know. They want to do all of that stuff, and that's precisely what a ranking system would give to those people. So, like, I think it would also kind of, like, as far as, like, the general competitive players, the people who want to play generally on a competitive basis, would be able to, you know, spend their time doing that stuff. And it may also create a bit of a differentiation, because right now you're either you're playing, like, casual PvP, normal sixes, whatever, or you're playing Trials of Osiris, and there's, like, 2 different, like, thought processes that go on. And, like, some people in Trials are casual, and some people are the competitive players that are kind of looking for that place where they can do their thing, right? And your other option, really, outside of that, is to do sweats and tournaments and everything like that, which are, like, you know, super awesome in their own right, but there needs to be more support for that in game. So I feel like it would kind of just make more sense to people if we had a rank system. Because
I think with Destiny 2, more competitive people will approach it, and maybe it'll be officially recognized by, like, Major League Gaming and stuff like that, and we can have, like, actual Destiny tournaments like in COD.
That's it. That'll be the interesting bit. There's mans to kill in here. But yeah, I would be surprised if they don't approach that. But I don't want to say too much because we don't know if they are going to do that yet. We don't want to have, like, another disappointment kind of thing going on.
Trying to get up here on a warlock, it's not working.
How do I feel about the
Gonna give
subclass changes? The new skill trees
Wait,
don't
trying to get
have
that
anywhere
relic.
near as much customization.
I was trying to get on top of the building from over there.
I agree that the changes are probably to make things easier to balance. Just a little bit more like logical, like here are the potential setups. You know, variables create more opportunities for imbalance, you know? And like whether it's just damage or literally like the way something is designed mechanically. You know, like blink. Changing things like blink, like in Destiny 1, there are like so many things to think about. There's the movement, and then they've gone through like how much armor you have, how much recovery you have when you're doing it, and then they've finally gone and changed the HUD when you're doing it and stuff like that. And that's like, that's when you know that they've got like a bunch of fundamental issues going on with like stuff that's been built a long time ago. I don't know how many of these things I gotta do. Plaguelands patrols. I think we got one more of these.
I thought we were finished.
But I agree, a lot of what
Okay.
we've seen will probably be changed up a little bit. You've been using stickies before, they were considered overpowered. If something is good, why not use it? Oh, absolutely. That's like precisely why balancing, like, you know, naturally players are gonna, you can't blame someone for using something that's good. Like, not in my opinion. You know, you use the best thing, why would you give yourself a disadvantage? And that's where balance
like,
comes into the game, you know, when they make
why
the
would you
right
shoot-
choices, that is less of an issue.
Foot. You want to be the best you can.
Well, yeah, there's also that competitive argument, like if you wanted to, you know, you gotta kind of play with a variety of stuff to be in a good place as far as a player, get your skill level.
What I saw that I found really interesting is the weapons. They had a section underneath new perks they showed, which is weapon mods. I'm really interested to see
Yes.
what they do with that.
Yeah, you see, like weapon mods will be, whether it could be like a form of, like sort of reforging in a way, if that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
like they could be like a series of different options that you could roll onto something, basically. Whether they were like damage buffs, whether you know, whether they even act like perks or bonuses, isn't really clear. I mean, they could be all kinds of things. They could be skins, you know, like it could change the way weapons look potentially and stuff like that, which would be really interesting. But it definitely seems promising. I think E3. I mean, when's E3? Middle of June, right?
Yeah, and the first conference
Right, I'll
is the
bounce us
Xbox
out of here.
conference, who I'm
Right.
guessing Destiny will be talked about there.
Yeah, definitely. Take it easy, brains. Good to see you in here, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, the guided game system sounds really interesting. Yeah, people will always get frustrated when you know, use what's considered overpowered. It's just the way it goes, man. It's the game that you play. No, the weapon mods were not in the test build for people to try out or mess with, so we don't really know precisely what we're going to get there. Kev, how's it going, man? You think balancing can go either way? There must be an advantage to one weapon or grenade or another. Yeah, it does. It totally encourages strategy in the gameplay. Yes, it does. Like, armor could potentially be more varied as well. I mean, like, the fact that we have armor recovery and agility, that's going to be pretty interesting. And also when we're looking at the subclasses and like talking about, you know, like how aggressive Titans can be or whatever, like things like that, we don't know exactly the role that like armor and bonuses on armor and the stats, like we don't know precisely how much they will influence that. So there's just so much we don't really know yet. There's me trying to summon a sparrow, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Lynx. Have a good day, man. Take it easy.
E3 this year is Xbox, Bethesda, PC, Ubisoft, PlayStation, and Nintendo.
Ah, that'll be interesting then. Really looking forward to the Xbox conference. Curious about this Scorpio business. Very curious. But of course, we'll probably learn. We're going to learn all that stuff kind of disjointedly, aren't we? We'll learn about Scorpio, and then we'll have to find out if Bungie or whoever, what's the deal then? How's Destiny going to factor in here?
Like,
What's Flex? I'm killing the wrong dudes.
Obviously, they're going to want to bring Destiny to the Scorpio, but they're not going to be able to use its full potential.
Yeah. Oh yeah, almost certainly not. Definitely. It's complicated. Will the clans remain the way they are in game and stuff like that? I do not know, man. I would guess if you already have a clan, it will probably just continue and go into the new, you know, the new systems and whatever. So of course all of this is Bungie's API and Bungie.net and everything like that. So at some point, presumably, I don't know when, could be around the time that the beta happens or in the summer just before, but Bungie.net and all those features will be switched up, presumably, which will be pretty cool. You're so ready for a fresh start in Destiny 2. Same here, Daz. What about Fellwinter Peak in Destiny 2? Are you talking about the there's a little clip in one of the trailers and one of the gameplay vidocs. Taken, Blight, Purged. Oh, we gotta go do a thing. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way.
I'm just slaying stuff. I have a sword.
But yeah, there is a scene that looks like Fellwinter Peak is actually in, like you know, like walking down the side of the mountain, you can see the Traveler in the distance and everything. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that, or whether it's I think it would probably be a different place, but I have seen some other people mention it.
Would the Cabal have any interest in it though? That's the question.
Any interest in the Traveler?
No, the Fellwinter's Peak.
I wouldn't have thought so. Necessarily. It's hard to tell though, really. Taken, Blights, Purged. Purging the plights or blights. Is this just like leading me through them? Is this what we have to kill? I've spent so little time on the Dreadnought.
No.
I don't really know what the deal is. Because it just kind of keeps leading me on, but I'm like...
Starting area.
Ah, okay. Nice, that's kind of cool. Oh, I cannot see. This has ripped me. Oh, maybe not. Wow. Don't know how we quite managed that. What is the stream test for? Just general YouTube streams. I'm hoping to stream a little bit more regularly to YouTube. Maybe do some raid stuff and everything like that. Well, I've also had my internet switched up the past few days, so I'm just checking that stuff is working properly. Everything seems to be good though. Where am I going? It's so dark in here, dude. Alright, take a look at this chat. What about the Iron Temple? It'd be awesome if we did get the Iron Temple and stuff in Destiny 2, that'd be crazy. Yes, the Siva thing. Siva looks like it still exists in Destiny 2. That is pretty awesome. I like that. That's one of the things I was just generally worried about with like Destiny 2 is like how much of a revamp is it gonna be? Like how different will it be? You know, like when we saw the first bits of artwork for Destiny 2, they looked like really kind of Call of Duty-y, typical marketing type stuff. You know, we saw like the Titan and the three characters or whatever standing there. Not that I thought they looked bad, or anything like that. But it's just nice to see that it is still Destiny at its heart, which is super important. You just got absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, riggedy right.
But yeah, Siva seems to totally be a thing. Did they mention about the social space evolving over time? I haven't heard anything specifically, but I would assume that it will. You know, like we get new expansions and new updates, there may be new vendors and things like that, so I think we'll definitely see some kind of development over time. But also we'll probably see other social spaces as well later on down the road. I cannot wait to like explore like Nessus and Titan. Those places look absolutely insane. Like all the Vex architecture. It is Nessus, right? The Vexy place. Like that looks crazy, dude. That looks. That's totally a raid happening there. There's a raid happening there. Yeah, dude. That's cool. Is it actually a planet or is it a moon?
It's a planetoid, so it's kind of like
Ah.
Pluto, I guess.
Yeah, that's interesting. And does Nessus actually exist? Does anyone know this? Because, you know, like,
no,
most places in Destiny do exist, you know, in Destiny 1. In some form or another, you know.
So is that the place that had the strike gameplay on?
Yeah.
With the disappearing, like, floors and stuff? That was cool as hell. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's the inverted spire mission.
Do I think that the new clan system will work? You mean about the guided games and all of that kind of stuff? I think it absolutely, to some degree, will work. I mean, things can always be problematic, you know, like any LFG service, anywhere where you're like colliding with other people.
Did we get 3?
Yeah, trying to do something like that, like it always has. It's gonna be problematic in some respects, but they will tune it and change it over time. But I think it will open a lot of opportunities for players to be able to jump in with groups and stuff. You just need the right groups hosting the games, you know. I mean, our team a lot of the time will end up, you know, with like 5 or 4 people, and it's like it'd be so easy right now if we could just pull in some people we know and or you know, some people fairly easy. So like that's going to be pretty cool, man. I think it'll be very interesting. It's different as well. I haven't heard of a game like introducing a system like that.
And a ton of people just don't know about like LFG and stuff. Like whenever I found out about it, it changed everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Back whenever I was a lowly kindergarten, I found out about that. I was like, what? Now I can do Varg, I can do Crota.
Nessus is a Vex machine world, so not likely a real planet for once. I think that's pretty interesting. Like the way that's gonna work out, you know, like it's just an interesting shift from having places that are real, like mostly real. Like they started with base planets, you know, and then we did get like Dreadnought and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. That's it, yeah. It was never like advertised as a planet, like obviously.
Io and some of the other places are moons that actually exist. I know, like Titan and stuff like that.
Yeah, Titan and Io. Yeah, man, that's pretty awesome. Right, we're on to Plagueland Patrols, man. Inadvertently did I would have never done this quest. I kind of just want to do it because I like having completed everything. I would have never done this otherwise, so appreciate you guys hanging out, man. It's cool to talk about Destiny 2 as well.
This is one of the lengthier quests.
Yeah, dude. It's a pretty tanky quest, yo. I'm just gonna hang around this other area.
I don't think I've done it either. Be funny if I didn't even have it picked up or something.
See Ferguson, you never saw it discussed, but you assume you'd start with low-level weapons, like at the beginning of Destiny. You'd also assume we'll be picking up engrams again for new weapons and armor. Yeah, definitely, man. Absolutely. I mean, however it starts out, it's gonna be really interesting. Like, it'd be kind of cool if, like, you started out with some kind of, like, melee combat, you know, like after the first mission or whatever. Because I feel like that first mission is set in the scene. But imagine if you were like lost out in the wild and you've got no weapons. It's like fight your way to so and so, you know, to regroup with someone.
You've got no weapons, you've got no grenades, you've got cloth armor like we did at the start.
Yeah, that would be awesome. How many shots can you miss?
Melee abilities, so it's punching people.
Yeah, T-Rex arms confirmed for Destiny 2. You do want or you don't want the same exotic grind? Or you don't want the same exotic grind? You want every exotic to give you different stuff every time, but be harder to find? Yeah, I guess that would kind of tackle the issue. I think it's going to be a bit of a combination of both.
I think the whole exotic grind would be pretty much removed by the lost sectors, because I guess at the start we won't see them as a grind, but later on they'll become more grindy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, and there's a lot of planets through the ones.
Get the active splicer ritual site and take out their machine priests.
Is the new 3-moon planet satellite thing the only place we visit beside Earth? How do you mean, man? I'm not sure.
The splicers don't appreciate having their rituals broken up.
Am I really watching a patrol stream? You are. This is the one place you'll find it. And it's a borderline patrol carry as well. Well, no, I'm being carried. Like, wow, I've got loads of chat to catch up with. I kind of missed the grind as well, for sure. Jessica Brown. Fun fact, Titan is Saturn's largest moon and has an orbit period of 16 days and is the only other object in space other than Earth to have stable bodies of surface liquid. That is pretty exciting. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're
Titan's
definitely
got,
doing a good job of Titan in Destiny 2.
Methane. I know in real life, the methane ocean on Titan has a very thick layer of ice on top of it. But obviously,
I fell in the stuff.
The humans have got there in the golden age. They must have melted the ice and built stuff.
Definitely did. Alright, take it easy, C. Ferguson. Trials of Osiris is now called Trials of the Nine. Maybe we are impressing Zer for exotics. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
If you've seen the, well, if you've heard Zer in the past couple of months, before he's been like, the Nine are my people, I serve them. He's been kind of a bit mean to them.
Yeah.
The past few months, he's been saying things to normal.
That's pretty interesting. Kill any enemies around the playgrounds. Dude, I can't even hit things with a shotgun right now. Yeah, impressing Zer for exotics in the Trials of Osiris. That would add a new hardcore grind to Destiny 2.
It's kind of like, rather than strange coins, you get like a token if you go flawless trials, and then you can use that to buy exotics.
Yes, that would be cool. They'd have to totally switch up like how how difficult that was though. Otherwise it wouldn't be too much fun.
Really easy. It'd be like win 3 games in a row or something.
Your last 4 exotic heavy weapon engrams gave you the same stuff. Truth rocket launcher, man, that's sad times.
That
is sad times. The truth shall set you free. You'd hope so. PB Ghost, good morning from Florida. Good morning. How's it going? Lovely Florida. It's not quite so exotic over here in the UK, man. Have we done all 3? I think we have.
Yeah. We did nature
in
versus
Florida?
nature. I did.
What did you say, dude?
Yeah, we already did 3.
Well, where I am in the UK, it's nice and warm.
Whereabouts are you in the UK? I mean, it isn't like winter here, but you know.
No, I'm quite far down south. It's
Oh, okay, yeah.
relatively sunny.
Good morning from boring Ohio. Man, Ohio can't be boring compared to England. Morning from Ontario. Wow, nice. So exotic. From good morning, 7 PM from Indonesia. Dude, that's amazing. And we got some Canadians in here as well. That's crazy. It's telling me to go back to the Dreadnought. What have I missed here? I've not been paying attention. I can't do a simple quest. Okay, we need one more Dreadnought patrol. Man. I'm sorry for the carry, guys. I'm sorry that you're having to carry me through all of this.
For the patrols.
Do I think Europa is going to play a part in anything or actually be talked about? I would not be surprised if we saw Europa in Destiny 2. It could be an expansion thing. It could be something we get later in the story. Definitely.
If you saw the director, there was some blank circles that they haven't filled in, and there was one close to one of the moons. So it could be.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That would be interesting. Morning from Madrid. Afternoon from Belgium. Wow, you guys are all over the place. That's crazy, man. Greetings from around the world, indeed. You make me feel so boring living here in England.
2
But yeah,
PM in Belgium, 8
Wow.
AM in Florida, I think.
That's crazy. Craziness. But yeah, there are some like kind of placeholder type things on the director. That's right, dude. So maybe they'll add other places in there. It could just be, I mean, it's one of those. We got to kind of temper our expectations. The expectation, you know, should be really about what we've seen so far, I guess. As long as we don't hype it up too much. But, you know, there's going to be expansions. They're going to bring new places in. Like, it's going to happen, so. England rocks. Afternoon from Israel. Good afternoon, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Rasputin DLC would be crazy cool. Leaps of faith.
Actually get to learn
Pass
about
through
all the most
enemy from
interesting characters in the game.
You just broke your spacebar button caps with your spinner, man.
Fidget spinner?
Diego, you're the first YouTuber who read my comments. I'll definitely subscribe. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you feel included, dude. That's awesome. From the Germany. Nice, dude. Charge accumulated. Wow, we have to. Man, I should totally be on Striker Titan right now for the fun.
I love Germany.
It's awesome.
Germany's
Like,
so nice.
you never get to. You so rarely get to do these. Oh, I'll accumulate some charge. I'm sorry,
Germany's
chat.
really nice.
I'm accumulating charge.
One thing that I noticed about Germany, it's very,
I
very
gotta
clean.
go.
Like the cities.
I've got to go now.
There's a charge over there.
Overcharged.
Oh, you
right.
have to do this like 5 times. I think,
Wow.
to get. Yeah, this is one of the worst ones.
Actually, we could just let it fail and we'll get it done. We don't actually have to. It's up to you guys.
Oh,
Aspirations. We'll just fail it and it'll be completed. Oh, that's hilarious. A Guardian augmented with Rasputin. That would be awesome. Do I think Bungie will have issues with PC cheaters? Probably. Yeah.
There will
There's-
always be things like that. When you're porting a game over to PC, you open up your game to a lot of bigger community and they have more capabilities than on the console.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a lot more data mines and stuff, probably.
Yeah, PCs are a lot more. There's a lot more manipulation that you can do. But there is.
Mods.
It does kind of depend on what support and protection they have against that. To a degree, there's stuff that they can do, but we will see some issues, almost certainly. Doesn't mean it has to ruin the game. And also mods and funny stuff like that. We'll get some funny machinimas and people, you know, like putting Batman into Destiny and Lord knows what else. So it has some potential to actually be pretty funny.
I'm psyched.
Oh yeah, I got a new step. You need to build a Destiny 2 PC as soon as you get the parts. That'd be awesome. I was curious. I may talk about Destiny 2 PC stuff and talk about, you know, some baseline stuff that you would need to run it on PC.
I'm in the process of doing that. I upgraded my CPU and I'm getting a new graphics card as well.
Yeah. That'd be awesome, man. Am I gonna read your DM? Where is your DM at, dude? I don't know where it's at. If I meet Osiris in the Osiris DLC, I'll be so happy. I'll break my leg. I know, right? That'll be awesome. That's what I'm looking forward to,
Maybe
man. Like, because Osiris, there is a lot of
AC
potential
inside.
lore. A lot of potential, like, lore and background there. Osiris likes the Vex as well. I'd love to get that expansion and then have a Vex raid on Nessus. Like, Nessus is totally a raid planet. You know it, just looking at it.
I want a Cabal raid.
That would, yeah, I want a Cabal raid. I think we'll get that first. Oh, man.
Taking back the tower, maybe Gaul is at the top of the tower and we have to climb our way up or something.
That would be awesome if, like, they've made, like, a layer in the tower and you have to fight in, and I think we maybe might have to, like, rescue the speaker or something. Like, that would be interesting.
Oh yeah, because they lost the speaker in the opening trailer.
Yeah, that's it. It's gonna be interesting. Hey Houndish, what do you think about the Arc Strider? I think it looks like an enhanced Blade Dancer. I personally wish it was remade like the Warlock and Titan subclass. Well, I mean, when you think about it, like the Dawnblade is like based off of like a Sunsinger essentially. So like the Arcstrider, it is loosely based on the Blade Dancer. You wish it was remade like more differently. I think it's pretty cool, man. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, we haven't really seen it yet either. That's the thing about it. We don't know what kind of customization there'll be in there, and we haven't seen proper gameplay. I think it could be pretty badass. We'll have to wait and see, man. I've got high hopes for it though.
I hope it doesn't short stop anymore.
Yeah, the short stops, dude. That's annoying. We got Vanguard weapons. Ooh, Shadow Price. Shadow Price hype. Is it going to be good? Is it? Hip fire.
I got a bone crusher.
Perfect balance. Man, I don't want hip fire. I don't want this. This is no so good.
Bone Crusher is a really, really good machine gun.
Oh, for real, dude. Yeah. You weren't keen on the armor in the Destiny 2 presentation. I mean, they're probably pretty basic, you know? It's kind of like Vanguard grade armor. That's likely what we're seeing. Because we'll get like raid pieces and stuff later on, presumably, which we haven't seen yet, so... Do we start at level 20 or level 1? I would probably just think it will be completely refreshed, man. So probably just level 1, level 0, level, you know, the beginning. There's like a new leveling system, presumably, or a slightly changed one.
Stuff too.
Yeah.
You know how there's the paths in the subclass? You have to unlock them with unlock tokens. I wonder how we get those.
Yeah, those tokens for the subclasses will be really interesting, man. Customizable armor and weapons would be good. That would be awesome. Adam Honeycutt, how's it going, man? You want to free fall from the tower? How about you guys? Free falling from the tower would be pretty awesome. That would be insane. I do play Xbox One. I certainly do. You guys can have me up if you want on Xbox. I try and jump in whenever I can. I haven't been online a lot at all recently. But yeah, that's partly why I wanted to do the stream as well. Talk a little bit about Destiny 2 and answer some of your guys' stuff. And just play some Destiny as well, generally. But I'm hoping to stream to YouTube a little bit more as well, going forward. Maybe some raid stuff, and definitely, like some of you guys were asking, when the beta drops and when Destiny 1 drops, I will almost certainly stream to YouTube, like campaign and stuff. Just because why not, you know? I'm going to have to be doing that stuff, so whichever way you go. Do I do raid carries, or do we do raid carries? It is something that we're talking about, man. I wouldn't really call them carries, like I don't necessarily like the term, but I do, we are talking about getting like, you know, 3 or 4 of us and then taking a couple of people from stream and doing some stuff like that. That would be awesome. You're watching on your phone while playing Crucible. Now that is multitasking, friend. I am so ready for the beta, Mike Castle, man. So very ready for this beta. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, I'm probably going to bring the stream to a close pretty soon, guys. I've got some other work stuff to do. I'm actually messing around trying to encode some Destiny footage into 60 FPS, doing some frame interpolation stuff and other things that I barely understand. It's kind of interesting. So if I can yield anything from that, I may show it you later today on YouTube. Do you think we're going to see and learn more about the Stranger? Her history is linked with the Vex, and we're going to have a Vex terraform planet. I really hope so, man. This is where I think there's potential for Osiris and for the Stranger, especially with the Vex planet. It would be nice for them to give us some kind of answer, because so many other things look like they will kind of, you know, they'll give us a bit more information, a bit more background and story. So I'm hoping that the Stranger isn't just a goner completely.
It would be a bit weird, considering that it was such a cliffhanger on the story.
Yeah, that's it. It would be strange if they didn't talk about it. Weapon mods could be like adding scopes on a grenade launcher and things like that. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe things like counterbalance, maybe like more like mechanical, you know, like actual bits that you would attach to the weapon. Maybe stuff like counterbalance and things like that would become like actual like hardware modifications. That could be pretty interesting.
Fitted stock
This is the only thing that gives your life meaning. Don't be crazy. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream though. LG Morgs, oh LJ Morgs, how's it going, man? Rip the Sleeper and Outbreak. You only joined Destiny in year 2, but you'll have Destiny 2 on day 1. Hell yeah, man. That's gonna be awesome. I'm glad you'll be along for the ride. Destiny is absolutely insane. It's insane. But yeah, I'm just running around in the tower reading your comments now. Yeah, that's another thing that we did speak about with mods though, like the potential that it could be a little bit like re-rolling in year 1. Possibly. That would be an interesting way to do it. I miss re-rolling as well, man. Emotes in Destiny 2.
Like,
they do look sick.
Play Crucible, but the chance of getting the weapon, and then like now, it's you get the weapon. If it's not a good roll, then you have a chance of getting the weapon, and then in year 1 you're like, oh, I've got the weapon. Now I can grind out materials and re-roll it.
Yeah, man. That's it. It was nice. I think there's a more balanced way to do something similar, and we might see it in Destiny 1. Destiny 2, sorry, some kind of re-rolling or modification system. I hope so. Super chat. Yeah, super chat's a thing on YouTube, man. YouTube are trying to do some kind of remotely good streaming tools. Hopefully they'll get there. What system am I going to play Destiny 2 on? It will totally be Xbox as a main, just because my friends are here, but I will play on PC as well. Maybe a bit on PS4. I'll be jumping on PS4 for like, to get like footage for exclusives and stuff. A new way of less OP re-rolling, that would be good.
Wonder if the year 3 stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, the year 3 PlayStation exclusives will come over to Destiny 1 after Destiny 2 comes out, if they'll bother adding those to Xbox.
Possibly. That'd be pretty comical. Like, Destiny 1 gets Jade Rabbit. They could do like a trailer for it and everything. Comes out 9th of September 2017. That would be the ultimate like piss take. That'd be so funny.
I would play Destiny 1 just to get them.
Hell yeah. I would, man. David the Gamer, I will totally play soccer with you in Destiny 2. We will be playing soccer in the farm. It'll be awesome. It's gonna be hype. But yeah, that's about it for today, guys. I just wanted to jump in, do a little quick stream, test that nothing blows up, talk a little bit about Destiny 2, because I haven't streamed to YouTube either, like before, so it's a little bit different. And if you guys would be interested in me streaming some other stuff to YouTube, especially with like over the summer, you know, it's going to be kind of quiet for Destiny 1, and we'll just be getting news. We will get the beta and everything like that. So either way, I'm hoping to do more. Wake me up on September 8th, for real, dude. About vet or year 1 players, what we might get to show off. We don't know what any of that stuff will be for Destiny 2, like, you know, any rewards for veteran players, but we'll find out.
I'd like just an emblem. I would buy him with just an emblem.
An emblem would be cool, man. Something. We just need something cool. Can't overhype it, I guess, but we'll see what happens. Alright, take it easy, Mike Castle Gaming. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate all you guys hanging out as well, man. It's been absolutely awesome to chat with you. I will hopefully be bringing you more stream stuff very soon. And like I said, I will be posting a vlog about some channel stuff and all of that kind of stuff. But as always, I really appreciate the support, guys, and all of that stuff. We just hit 55k as well, which is like insane. You guys are crazy for doing that, so I really appreciate it. And cheers for hanging out in the stream. I will catch you all in a bizzle. Have a wonderful day.